Welcome back to Daily Driven Alpha. Thought we'd put a post up. We haven't put anything up for a while. We've been working on some other projects in the meantime, but we've finally started to get into the engine rebuild and also started rebuilding the door, and we've got a few things going on over there with the actual coupe itself. But yesterday we picked up the crankshaft from the machine shop, and we were extremely happy to find that it just needed linishing and was totally in spec. So the good thing was standard bearings were ordered, and so we've got some of the main bearings here, and we've got some of the connecting rod bearings here as well. So what we've done today is we've pushed in some new bushings for the little ends. They've come up nicely. We started cleaning the pistons up and getting into the grooves, cleaning all the carbon and grit and rubbish that built up over time in there, and just giving that a bit of a clean. As you can see, the difference between the pistons there. So you'll see that the gunk that's sitting in the oil ring there, as opposed to where we've cleaned it out. So I mean, it's an obvious thing to do, but I don't know, just a reminder, make sure you clean everything fastidiously before you start putting an engine back together again. Got some new tab washers on here. One thing I noticed about these tab washers is they're almost twice as thick as the originals, so not that that's going to make a massive difference for the vehicle, but it's just an interesting observation. The block sitting here, it's been honed. Unfortunately, you're not going to see much in this light here because the cylinders have got oil coating them after we've honed them, but they've come up reasonably well, and so we're happy with that. Let's go on to talk about where we're at door wise. We've rebuilt the driver's side door, and that's come up quite nicely. We've got some new felt in, and we sort of made sure we've re-greased everything, sitting nicely. Door handles are in. One of the things that we're doing here is I'm using an old beanbag underneath, and it's got quite a coarse canvas fabric on it, so I've just taken an old cover from a bed that's softer cotton and just put it on there so that it sits in shape and doesn't put any pressure on the door and create any issues. So that's come up nicely. Handle's sitting really nice on it, so I'm happy with that. So you can see that that's sitting quite flush and nicely against the door. So here we go. What have we done here? We've started mocking up the front end and put the lights in, wired them up, connected. We've got the grille just mocked up, and we've put some new mesh in to the grille as well. I'll do a little bit of painting of the frame, but really what we want to do is just fit everything and make sure that we were happy with that. So it's looking pretty good. Still got to do some wiring, and as you can see in the back end there, we've not really bolted anything up. It's pretty much just sitting there. The next thing that we do need to do is get into the interior of the car and do, you can see a roll of aluminium foil backed foam that we've got there. We'll use that for putting it up into the headliner area, possibly into the back panels for a little bit of sound deadening. It's quite lightweight, We'll probably use a little bit around the firewall, and we'll probably go into the boot as well. We've got a little bit, some rubber matting in here, but what we will do is we'll go into the areas against, the back panels here. Sorry about the light, but the back panels, it's just straight steel, and the concern there is that if anything slides and just taps into the back panel, you're going to see it on the other side. So we'll line that. We've got a carpet set in here at the moment, but we're going to take that out and get a rubber mat set. We're going to get a carpet set and put it in there. Taillights are in. They're fitting, so reverse lights in, chrome's in. We'll put the boot hinges in and springs in and leave that. Won't put the boot lid on just yet. So we really need to move into the interior now so that the headliner can go in, and once the headliner's in, then we can put the front and rear glass in, can put the glass in here for the rear quarters, and then we can start to put some of the trim on as well. So as strange as it seems, headliner is the priority for us at this stage, so that we can start to move on with other parts. So overall, car's coming along really nicely. We're quite happy with it, and everything seems to be lining up okay. We made a change with the rear straps. The ones that I had initially were too wide, and so these double straps are the correct ones for the car. So we've installed those, taken the other ones out, and it's under a bit of tension at the moment, but once we drop it down on the wheels it'll be okay. We've also adjusted the differential over. It's shimmed on one side here, but we've just moved it in a couple of millimeters just by tightening up the T-bar, which has pulled it a little bit more central. And so we've put wheels on, measured everything, and rear end's nicely lined up, so we're happy with that. The mission for us this weekend is to get this door built, so we'll do that, and then we'll have two doors down. Waiting for the head to come back from the machine shop for the block, and I've spoken to the machinists. I've seen what they're doing a great job using a local machine shop here called Engine Reconditioning in a suburb called Capalaba. So anyone who's in Brisbane here in Australia and is looking for a good machine shop, go down and speak to the team there. They are old school, they are fantastic. I was really impressed. Other machine shops I spoke to were dismissive, they weren't interested, they were expensive, and these guys took the time and they've got the knowledge, and they're extremely thorough, so and they're very reasonably priced, so I'm most impressed with them. I had to get 4 new intake valves, and they cut this one down, and we've got less than the desired margin here at the moment on the valve. So 4 new intake valves. Exhaust valves are fine, and overall this little engine is in pretty good condition. So what we'll do is we'll just cover that up, and we'll do all the bearings and the conrods and the like, and check the crush gaps and all the clearances for the journals in another video. When we do that, we'll put that as one piece. But overall, looking pretty good at the moment. We're quite happy with where we're going. We'll be spending some serious time on the car in the next month, and I anticipate that we'll have some significant progress to show you over the next 3 weeks or so, heading into Christmas. Hope all your projects are going well. Thank you for dialing into the channel. Please share your stories, your comments, as long as they're respectful, and we'll catch you on the next post. Thanks for watching.